What's up, my folks? I hope everyone is doing good. There's the old man. Everyone's been asked to see about old Buster. He's still around. He's still old. He's still an asshole. Ain't you, buddy? But anyhow, I wanted to drop this video. I've been meaning to drop one. I ain't been able to drop one in a while. Every time I get going, other shit comes up. But alright guys, I'm going to say it's a win for us. We got our board together, okay? We got the A team, I think. Stacked just the way I wanted it too. Got a nice, intelligent, young secretary that he knows what's up and he's got experience. Going to have us a good treasure, solid choice. And of course we got a good vice president lined up. Of course I have to be prez. I mean, it ain't, that's just the way it's got to be. But as far as like any of the negativity, you know where my middle finger is. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, like them stupid fucks making all the comments, just stupid negativity and all that shit. I'm blocking them. I don't want them to fucking get any knowledge from this channel anymore. And it's getting to that point. That's like with these idiots act like they know something. They're using a lot of knowledge that I'm teaching them to you know. But I'm just blocking them. You know what I mean? They'll come back on with something else, but that's all right. We're fixing to fix all that up too, where it can't happen. So we got our board together, so that's a great thing. This weekend I'll be talking to Dale, and we'll get everything set and all the information to the board members, what they need to do now, and then we'll start. Now it can go fast. You know what I mean? That's what we've been lacking, is the you know, the commitment for a treasure. Now we got one, and it's a perfect setup. He's a riverboat captain. He's got the you know, protection dogs, not pit bulls, but just protection working dogs, you know. So it's perfect. It's perfect. It's a good team. And bitch over here just going to sleep on that thing. Wake up. Sleeping over there. But anyhow, come here, CJ. Play with your own toys. But anyhow, so that's a great thing. You know, it's a great thing. And I'm working toward it now. I got some help coming for my, I'm getting my computer set up, getting Wi-Fi in, getting all that shit. So the channel is going to really change a lot. We're going to be able to do a lot more things. Like I said, and we'll be joining fan base too. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, but trust me, it'll be nicer. It'll be better. It'll be better when it'll separate. You know, you'll get the cream will come to the top. Put it that way. The cream will come to the top. Okay. First, and then I want to go over a few things, okay? You guys got to understand, this is a dirty game, and it's real dirty. And I had some questions about Peds Online with me and things like that. And yeah, there's a reason I don't do that. Well, a perfect example is what's been going on lately. These dogs are a small world, small community in these dogs. They're real core of the game. And you can't keep up with that dirty shit for so long. It comes out, okay? I'm going to go ahead and say it. It might not be my place, but I feel like it is because I'm raising dogs off of them, and I'm going to apply and cultivate these dogs and use these dogs if they're as good as I think they're going to be. And I'm not going to have people fuck up the name of the dog, because that's what happens. And I don't know if it might even be on purpose, okay, when people do this silly shit. But it's happened to the Turtle Buster dogs, the true ones. It's happened to all these dogs get bad images from paper hanging and lying on dogs and shit like that, okay? First of all, I'm going to go right out here and say it. Y'all listen to this. There is no puppies off of Killer and Spooky alive, because none were born ever, okay? There's none. Now, this is the second one I've heard people talking about getting dog off Killer and Spooky. There's no dogs off of Killer and Spooky alive. There has been no little secret breedings, no fucking family friends only, nobody, no, there's none. So just understand that. The dogs that are coming off a Killer, you got videos of the puppies with everybody telling you, you know they're really off of them, okay? And pictures are deceiving too, just pictures and Peds Online accounts, all that shit. I don't care what a Peds Online says, there's none off of Killer and Spooky. I just want to make that clear. Because 10 years from now, when people are saying, oh, I seen them dogs, they wasn't about shit when they didn't even see them dogs. You understand? That's kind of how it is with a lot of these lines now. So And I mean, I'm not gonna go any further with it, but that's the deal. There's none off them. So I don't care what no one tells you, no shitty story, no little bullshit story. There ain't none alive. Fact. All right, now that that's done, you know, it's a trip. You know, some of these things in these dogs, you got to stay on top of the game, or they just they'll fuck you up. Now they'll damn sure fuck you up in them. All right, now I want to talk about a little bit about traveling when your dog's to hunt. All right. Before we get on that, I'm going to talk about this weather. I know it's been happening in the south, like all these rain holes. We got to, what I'm fixing to do is, if it holds off and I can cut grass, I'm going to cut grass and finish my spots. But you guys can take your spots when it's damp like this and you're getting it, you know, it's just moist and getting soury smelling. I'll go get chlorine, pool chlorine. Okay, and I mix that shit down, you know, put about a gallon of chlorine to about fucking 10 gallons of water and just spray the shit out of it. You know what I mean? You can spray the shit out. You can do it thicker than that if you want. I mean, but people worry about it. Worms will come out the ground. You'll see, like, it'll bleach this son of a bitch. And it'll kill that sour smell. It ain't never hurt one of my dogs. People always say, oh, it's dangerous. I mean, I imagine if it was in a closed room, you know, it hurt them. But I've always done it. And if it gets a little too strong, run the water hose over a little bit and drive it in. And spray your pins when they, you know, because even like with his pen, it's always damp because it's raining nonstop, you know. And run your dogs on a cycle of antibiotics. Right now, they're all on a cycle. I'm running amoxicillin through them. So do a little bit of antibiotic cycle. If they start getting, you'll notice now they'll start getting poor. They'll start looking poor in the eyes, looking sick in the eyes. And if they are, check him out, check his guns out, you know, make sure he's healthy and clean. But they're, you know, if we start getting a cough, you need to run a cycle. It's something about this wet dirt, they can't handle it. And I mean, and it happens in kennels, and it's like a kennel cough or whatever, but it's not kennel cough when they get it from, I think they get it from drinking fucking bad water. A dog will drink that shitty water over crystal clear, clean water. You understand? I've seen them do it many times, and then they get that cough. You know, like that little shitty water hole right there. She'll drink out of that before she'll drink out of that. She don't now, because I done put bleach in these this morning. You put bleach in them, they won't fuck with them. But I'm fixing to get some chlorine and do the whole thing. Shut up, CJ. But that's just a little tip for you guys. Run you a little bit. If they start getting down, run them on a cycle of antibiotics, especially if it's real hot, humid, and wet all the time. Okay, and keep them. I've touched on that before, but you know, it's been a long time. But do it, trust me, it'll make them. I'm always buying antibiotics, you know, for them. I'm always getting antibiotics for my dogs, and keep them on hand. Now, I suggest you do the same thing. Come on, girl. All right, let's talk a little bit about traveling with a dog to hunt. Okay. You guys from up north, because that's been going down and I've been hearing sad stories about it. First of all, if you come down here and your dog lays down, I mean, you've seen what you want to see. Okay, I'm going to say it just like that. You got to see what you wanted to see. You got to see the truth, and that was this about. No one can tell you what you do with that dog. You want to take him back and breed him to every bit you got. You're aware that no one can tell you what. But I mean, if you're going to do that, understand it'll come out in the puppies. A lot of dogs, but also understand the points of it. Okay, I'm not making excuses for dogs that just fall out on them or lay down on them or whatever. It's not the same environment down here. I've only seen one guy come down here with hounds and do real good hunting down here in the summertime. Okay, I've only seen one. And that was a dude, you know how he conditioned his dogs, his hounds, in a barn. He kept a heater going in that motherfucker and a humidifier. He said he conditioned his dogs between 90 degrees and 93 degrees in that barn with a high humidity in that barn. And his dogs come down here and perform just like they lived here. But a lot of times you guys coming from up, you know, Midwestern states up there and all, you kind of come down here and you're used to a blazing hot day at 85 degrees, low humidity. Down here, shit, it's 85, 90 degrees at night with fucking super high humidity, okay? At night. It's 105 in the day. Your dogs are not going to be the same. You can take a dog, and I've seen it many a time, that's up there in your environment, and he'll be a perfect 10. You can run the shit out of him. he's in perfect shape and all that. And you bring him down here, and it's going to knock him down a notch or two, and it's going to take his wind from him. I mean, it just is. I've seen it happen many a times. And the same with you guys that are going up now, that they got all the Eurasians up north, hunting up there with them Eurasians. That's in the wintertime when it's cold and dry, it's the same situation for a dog that's not used to it. I mean, your environment's a big difference, you know. And another thing I haven't heard anyone touch on in a long time, and I'm going to say this, is your water. When you're giving your dogs just about that water again, and during his conditioning time, say he's gonna heat, you're gonna put him up in a pen and get him in perfect shape for going on a nice hunt, you know, maybe for the weekend somewhere and all. And take your water with you, okay? Take the water, and don't give that dog chemical water, like water out of the spigot. Switch that dog out for shit. Spring water, see. And I know a lot of you guys are like us, you know, areas you can just, where it comes out the side of the hill and you can fill up your own buckets with mountain water and all. That's great. That's a perfect choice, you know. But just still filter your water from your chemicals. You know what I'm saying? But when you go somewhere else, don't change and put him on their water, okay? And definitely don't pour him out of the tap if it's not out of a well. If it's out of a well and all that shit, you're different. But those are little ideas that you got to think about, especially traveling with your dog. Make sure he can travel, okay? Make sure you ride him around a lot, because you don't want to get him somewhere, even if you're just going an hour away and he's fucking car sick the whole time. You took him out. You took his ass out. Make sure he's at optimal weight. You're not carrying fat, okay? It's going to make a big difference. But anyway, I mean, but like I say, if you get them down here, and you see what you wanted to see, that's what you wanted to see now. So, just understand that. I mean, that's what we get about, like, being a truth seeker. Sometimes you don't like what comes out the other end. Just understand that, and people get offended and their feelings hurt, just like they do about these bloodlines when you tell them the truth about certain dogs. You know? Damn sure don't say nothing about a red dog. I'm going to tell you that right fucking now. You wouldn't believe the bullshit I hear. Like I don't know what the fuck they are. Like I ain't never seen them before. You know what I mean? Don't have a whole fuckload of them, you know. But don't tell the truth about them. It's the same with these dogs. So when you're sitting there and it's slapping you in the face, your dog's just looking around, breathing, looking like that, just his tongue hanging out like, all right, dude, it's hot, too hot, daddy. I don't want to do this no more. You've seen what you wanted to see, okay? You've seen what you wanted to see, and it's then it comes out the way. I mean, you want to keep the old dog around, the best thing to do is spay that motherfucker and start over again. I'm just telling the truth. I mean, there's levels to this shit, like I said. I mean, most of your dogs, it's going to, if he's got a cur in him and it's getting hard on him, he'll probably quit within an hour. Most of them an hour, hour and a 5, hour and 10. You know, a lot of them will quit for that, you know. But, and, you know, you get them dogs that'll keep on trucking until their body can't go. Well, that's your fault. You understand what I'm getting at? That's your fault. You got to be able to recognize the difference. That's what I'm saying. If your dog seriously cannot breathe anymore and is fucking blind and deaf, standing there, don't even know what's going on around him, well, whose fault? You didn't condition him right. Pissing blood, standing there trying to piss blood out, you know. I mean, that's your fault. That's not the dog's fault. So you got to be able to understand the whole game here. So anyway, guys, I'm so stoked about this. As soon as we got the name registered and everything where we can do it, we'll set up everything and y'all can start joining, and it won't take long. We'll have it going within a month. So this is awesome. I mean, really is. This is awesome. This is a game changer. And I expect really now the real bullshit is going to get real thick and all that bullshit. And I just want to remind everybody right now, so 10 years from now, when I got a fucking cultivated line off a killer back in there, and they were fucking awesome ass dogs, I don't hear no bullshit now. Y'all know there ain't no fucking dogs off of Spooky and Killer. That's my last word. Y'all take care and keep on bulldogging.